Hello guys, this is HardDocsTV, and in the last video I showed you how to install a Steam based server. As you can see, I've still opened everything, so yeah, you can see I just did it afterwards. In this episode I'm going to show you how to get Life is Feudal server running. So by the way, if you haven't seen the first video, you need to do that, because yeah, you cannot go on before you have done all the steps in the first video. So for the other guys, just close this one here, and yeah, just leave this open. We are going to need it. So the next thing you need to download something. This is MariaDB. I'm going to post that underneath this video here in the description. I have already downloaded it, as you can see, MariaDB. If you download it for the first time, they are asking you for information, and do you want to have the newsletter and something, then just skip and take me to the download. Something like this should appear. Go for the MSI file. This is 64-bit and this is 32-bit, but yeah, everyone should have a 64-bit client. So, especially if you're going to host something, then you should have a 64-bit client, because you will need more than 4 GB of RAM. Yeah. As I said, I've downloaded it already, so I'm going over here. By the way, just for a note, don't download MariaDB 10. I know it's newer, but yeah, I can only support 5.5 because I know it is working with it. I've read it in the forums already that MariaDB 10 is not working with Life is Feudal, so yeah, if you're going to use 10, I might not be able to help you, because, as I said, I've never done it. I know that this one here is working, so why should I, change it? So, double-click MariaDB to install this one. Next, yeah, accept the license agreement, of course. You can read it if you want to, I don't care. Leave everything like it is. The only thing that you might change is this one here. You can install it in C, but I am usually installing everything in E, so I'm going to do that. Where did I install it? Over here, right? By the way, you don't have to install it next to Life is Feudal or something. You can, as I said, even install it on another hard disk drive. Doesn't matter, you can do it wherever. I'm going to delete MariaDB for my computer afterwards anyway, so I don't care about it. MariaDB, so I'm going to put it into the SteamCMD folder as well. But yeah, this depends on your likings. This is something that you can do whatever you like to. So, but the next step is not. This one is very, very necessary. So, new root password. You have to enter here a password. Just as a small information, right click this one, open a new window. So, oh, I'm sorry. This here is not a good password, because it just has capital letters as well as the small letters. I'm going to show you a better one. This one here, this password, even though it's just 4 characters, is better than this one. If you are interested in why is that, just Google for it, and yeah, you will find multiple reasons for it. So make sure that your password has, I'm going to show it and change it to something else, so that it has 1 capital letter, 1 small letter, 1 symbol, and 1 number in it. At least, of course, the more different kind of things, even lead speak is pretty good. I don't know. I'm a fan of the Cologne Sharks, so I don't know, and my birthday is the 9th of January, so this would be a good password, for example. Of course, this is not my password. I'm just showing you what kind of passwords are safer. We're going to use this password actually, because I'm, as I said, going to delete it anyway. So I'm going to copy and paste it in here. So next, service name, just leave it like it is. TCP port, everything like it is. Everything is cool. Ignore this one, go to next, install. There we go. This depends, sometimes it's taking more time, sometimes it's taking less time, depends on your computer and RAM and whatever your computer is right now running. Come on, go for it. So, the installation is done, and unfortunately that's not all what we have to do. There are multiple steps. So, but what we don't need anymore is this one. Just close it. I have opened my router over here because I want to show you something. But this is yeah, with port forwarding, because you need to do this as well. So the next thing is that you want to go in your Live as Feudal folder and open the config. The config is going to be edited. If you don't have Notepad++, you might install it, because I'm going to show you the difference between that. So over here, nothing is highlighted, everything is in black, and over here you can see, there are some different colors. So for example, you see all that black stuff can be manipulated without having any issues. So for example, my own Live as Feudal server is going to be Hydrox TV server. So this is the name of the server itself. And yeah, so you can see way better what is written in here, because it's highlighted and different colors and stuff. Yeah, if you need a password on your server, just write it over here, then like this. If you want to have Game Master the opportunity to do so, because right now, I think they're going to fix it in the future, but right now you're not able to get rid of these houses and the corpses of wolves as well as moose. So you have to, go for Game Master, delete them, or you're going to flood your database with it. If you're going to play alone, it's not that bad, but yeah, if you're hosting a multiplayer server, this is going to lag your server very soon. The only important thing over here, except for right now for my tutorial, is not the name and the password, is this one. The port is very, very important, because this is the port that is going to be our game port as well. So if you want to change this one, you can do so, but make sure every single time from now on I'm saying 28,000 that you keep in mind that it's not 28,000, because it is, I don't know, if you went for 27,000, it is 27,000 for you. But I'm going to stay with the default things. So yeah, as I said, every single time I'd say 28,000, make sure that you're writing in your number over here. Yeah, save it. It is, by the way, usually file and save. You can do it, as you can see, with Control S as well. So this is what I did, and close this file. The next thing is go back to the main folder and go to, is it data or docs? Then it is docs. There we go. So we will need to open the config local CS. By the way, I can close this one here as well. Yeah, I'm going to open these one now with Notepad, because some of you might not have a Notepad++, but it doesn't matter anyway, because yeah, it's pretty easy. So yeah, these things are necessary. Sometimes you have to change it to localhost, because sometimes it's not working properly. I don't know why, but yeah, if you have issues, maybe you try this. I know it is working for me with 127.0.0.1. So this is the user that is in the database who has access to the database itself. We are going to stay with root, but the root password we have changed to my sharks thing. So let's copy this one, and you have to paste it over here. So the password that you gave while installing the MariaDB, you have to put in here. So then save this one. Oh, I forgot. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let me change something. I just want to show you. Save. So, sir. Oh, I hope that I did it properly again. Shit! What has it been over here? Sorry guys, I have to connect to my I shouldn't have done this. Sorry. I'm going to connect to my root server, and I'm going to take it from there. Sorry. I'm going to do it as fast as I can. Live as Feudal config. Oh, it just said server. Okay, so now we're back. Yeah, the reason why I did this, I wanted to show you that you just can change something and click over here, and then it just says, you have done changes, do you want to save them? And of course, yeah, you want to save them. Sorry for this small interruption, but yeah, I'm doing mistakes as well. So, yeah, the next one is you have to copy this one folder above. So, you can cut it out, but better make sure that you're just copying it, so you have a, that you have a copy of it. So, go one folder above and paste it in here. Control V or just right click and paste, and there it is. So, go back into this folder because we need the my.ini as well. But just open it, because we will need these things in here. So, but that's it for now in this folder. The next thing is going to be in MariaDB. So go to the folder where you have installed MariaDB. Open it, go to, is it data? Yeah, it is data. And over here you can see my.ini as well. And there's some different informations. Oh, I closed every single thing here, so let me, yeah. So this is the one that I have opened in the what is it? In the Live as Feudal server folder, and this is going to get copy and pasted over into the my.ini of MariaDB over here. So this one has to be the updated file afterwards. So copy and paste this, and you see this is under MySQL over here, so it has to be under MySQL over here as well. So enter, just make some room for it. Copy and paste it in here. So I just copied this and pasted in here. I made a enter in between here, so I can see that this one is the default information, and this is this is the information that I just copied and pasted. And now compare these ones. Is something that is here in here as well. So data dir is not here. I know that already. Port is not in here, but it is here. But this is okay. Just leave it like this. SQL mode and many things in capital letters. Nothing in here. I'm going to mark it so you can see what I'm comparing. Default storage engine InnoDB. This is already here, so you don't need a second one, so delete this one. It doesn't matter. You can delete this one or you can delete this one, but it's easier to delete this one, and so that's what I'm going to do. The next thing, InnoDB buffer pool, InnoDB file flush, okay, nothing buffer. InnoDB log, file flush, again, nothing. So we only had to delete default storage engine, InnoDB. In the future, this might change. Maybe there's some duplicated entries in there. Just make sure that you're deleting everything. So, save the file. So, save. And yeah, we don't need this one anymore. So, but as soon as you have installed MariaDB, you have installed a service as well. You can open it via right-click on the taskbar and Task Manager, or you can Control-Alt-Delete, and then you can see this one here. So yeah, Task Manager. But I like to do it via just right-click on this and Task Manager. So go for Services, and you will see MySQL. If you haven't found it, just highlight something, click wherever you like, and then type in MY on your keyboard, and you see he is going to find MySQL. So this might, I don't know, sometimes it is over here. So let's pretend that we are looking for Netman, and you are of course opening this here. So in the case of Netman, you would go for NET. So then you will see, okay, net. Okay, you have to order it like this. Now I can show you. Now, okay, this is now how I can show you. So if it's ordered by name, so go for MY, and you will find MySQL. You have to restart this now. Just take a look at the status over here. By the way, you have to have administrative privileges over here. If you don't have them, you have to restart the whole computer before you are actually able to start this process again properly. So, but I have, I'm admin on my computer, so right click and restart. And as I said, take a look at the status. Stopping, stopped, starting, running. Everything is fine. If this is happening, everything is fine. If it is saying stopping, stopped, starting, and then stopped again, then you did something wrong in the my.ini. Something is wrong over here. You have to take a look at it if you have done it properly. If not, yeah, just write it in the comments that you have some issues, and I might be able to help you with that. So, but yeah, as you can see, I have done everything properly, so everything is done. The next thing, and it is going to be the last thing, I promise, is open Live as Feudal again. By the way, you can close the task manager over here. And you want to drag and Alt drop again, like you have done in the other previous video. Yeah, open this one, and then you have a shortcut of it. So we're going to rename the shortcut. You don't have to, but I like it this way. Start Live is Feudal Server. Of course, you can just name it Start Server or whatever you like. It doesn't really matter. The only thing that does matter, right click on it, Properties. If you're not going to do a shortcut, you have to right click on this one, of course. But I recommend to do a shortcut, because every single time you are restarting the SteamCMD that you have done in the previous video with this one here, he is going to delete the .exe file. So, and he is not going to delete this shortcut. It makes just life easier. So, yeah, over here, you can see sometimes there are quotes, sometimes there are no quotes, so you have to go to the end. And as I said, sometimes there's a quote, sometimes there is not, but whatever there is, just make sure that you're at the last thing. That you're behind the quote or the last E of exe. Spacebar minus world space. Oh no, I should write it properly. World, like this. Spacebar 1. Apply the changes, and okay, and now it should work. Let's test it. So this looks very, very good, because he says creating new database. If there's something here already, something like cannot connect with to what is it, MySQL or something, or yeah, usually if it's red over here, if there's something red over here, you have done something wrong. Just follow my instructions properly once more, and it should work. You might have seen that just as over here. I'm going to scroll back. So this is okay. These red things are okay. These are just, yeah, I don't know what it is. But this is okay, as I said. But if it's here, if it's red over here already, you have done something wrong. So let's go back to where we have been. There it is. And he is starting the server, so many things he is going to do now. Oh, I just realized I lied. This is not the last thing, but there's just one more thing. This is, I promise, the last thing. So yeah, but yeah, you have to wait over here until it says Steam initialized. So that's what we are doing here. Yeah, I'm not going to cut the video. It just takes some seconds. So I don't mind waiting. So even though you can see mission loaded, and yeah, the server is not up and running yet. It's still loading more things. Come on, man. So, but the next loading thing should be Steam initialized, and yeah, everything is fine. I could show you the other thing, but I want to make sure that you are 100% following my instructions, so yeah. By the way, as some of you might know, I'm German, so my router is having German language, so but I'm going to explain what these words mean that I'm clicking at. So as you can see, Steam initialized. So the server is up and running, but you cannot connect to it yet because you have to forward the ports. This could be a bit tricky because it depends on your router settings. Sometimes these ports are already open, sometimes they are not. I'm going to show you on my router now how you are able to open the ports, but this could look differently, especially of course because of the language, because as I said, it's German over here. So yeah, this of course, don't use this one, only if you have got a Fritzbox, but I don't think, because I think this is just a German thing. Ask your, I don't know, parents, or maybe you have already access to the router. Then put in the password, and yeah, as I said, from here on everything could be different on your connection. So on the left side it is internet for me, and then Freigaben means port forwarding. So this is what you have to take a look for. I don't know, as I said, this is from there's a million routers out there, and I cannot do what is it, videos on every single router. And as you can see, live as Feudal, there's already some port forwarding in there. I'm going to make a new one just to show you. So he is saying, okay, give me the port for this means what is it, how to translate this properly. Okay, there's some presets. So for example, if you have a FTP server, HTTP, and this means no, it is not something that you have in presets. I want to make it on my own. So yeah, the description, Bezeichnung means description. So it is live is Feudal server. I usually recommend to call it like they are. So TCP and UDP are necessary for our server to have opened. So then from port, which is the from port is over here, as you can see, 28,000. And the to port, it needs two more. So 28,002. 28,000 is the game itself, or the server itself. 28,001 and 2 are making sure that your server is in the server list itself. So sometimes your server is not showing up in the server list. This is why you have to have two more. Of course, if this one here, as I already mentioned earlier, if this one is 27,000, if you have started on 27,000 instead of 28,000, you of course go from 27,000 to 27,002. And yeah, to port, this is the same thing, 27,000. There we go. So, and then you go for a key, and then this is port forwarded. But as I said, this could differ from router to router to router. There are so many routers, and as I said, I cannot do a video on every single router out there. So, I hope you understood this here, even though, as I said, it's German. But it's pretty easy. So, as soon as you found port forwarding, it is pretty easy to get it. So, and you have to, as I said, to do it for TCP and UDP. So if I go for my port forwarding over here, you can see the protocol is here, pretty similar. The word is pretty similar to the English one. TCP and UDP. As you can see, the ports 28,000 to 28,002. From these to these. From these to these. And this is the computer. Sometimes you have to type in your IP address. But yeah. As I said, this differs from router to router. If you have done all of these, you can close it if you want to. I'm going to close it. Then start your game. Bum 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 bum. There it is. Life is Feudal. And you should see it if you click on Join a Server as one of the first, I don't know, 4 or 5 computers, because your computer should answer your client here, yeah, as one of the first. Join a world, and as you can see, Hydrox TV server, it is protected. There's a password as I did previously. Let me see, what is the password so I can connect to it. Config world, open this one. So I'm going to copy and paste this password now, double click, this is the password, and as you can see, I can start playing now. So yeah, that's all the magic that you have to do. I know it takes something like 45 minutes to install the server, especially if you're doing it for the first time. So just take 1 hour or something. But if you have done it once, it is pretty easy to redo. Especially, this is information, especially the first video, that you will need in the future as well. So, I don't know, if you want to install an Arma server, or DayZ, or whatever, you can use the video for every single server. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like if this helped you. If you still got some questions or suggestions, just go for the commentaries and I'm going to answer you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.